People are very surprised when they find out that I'm a huge Doris Day fan. Doesn't quite go with the noir thing. But I came of age when she was just about ending her movie career. And then I worked backwards to develop this greater appreciation of how extraordinary she is.
You sigh, the song begins. You speak, and I hear violins. It's magic.
I think she's terribly undervalued as an actress as well. She gave some truly Oscar-worthy performances.
She's really funny. You know, she's got great timing, and she's got the greatest face on earth. You know, the Doris Day smile is the greatest smile in the history of movies. You know, it just completely disarms you, and you're like, oh my God, I love her.
Mademoiselle Amour, welcome to Warner Brothers.
Oh, I love America.
Hold it, please.
This is a costume that Doris Day wore in her third film at Warner Brothers. It's a great feeling. It still looks just as good as it did probably in 1949. What I love about this movie is people would say now it's a meta movie.
Exactly.
Because it's Warner Brothers turning the camera on itself. The studio basically makes loving, reverential fun of the studio and of Jack Carson, who had been Doris's leading man of sorts in her first two pictures,
Yeah.
My Dream Is Yours, and the first one, Romance on the High Seas.
But you don't understand. I am Mrs. Jack Carson.
Mrs. Jack Carson?
It's a love letter to the studio as well as making fun of the industry. Now, this is a costume that Doris wore as Nanette Carter in Tea for Two, which was released in 1950. She and Gordon MacRae had fantastic screen chemistry together. Tea for Two is probably the first film that really shows them as a screen team.
And their vocal chemistry was great because he has that wonderful baritone.
Can't you see how happy we would be?
It's his Warner musicals with Doris Day, I think, that are most known in his screen career. I think one of the wonderful things about these costumes is it shows the investment the studio made in Doris, and they outfitted her, whether it was a period piece or whether it was a contemporary film. They always had her in amazing costumes, whether the film was black and white or color. They recognized her as talent, but they wanted to invest in her films as much as they could so that they were A-level all the way.
I just saw a man murdered.
George, we have here a poster from the 1951 movie Storm Warning, which really harkens back to Warner Brothers pictures of the 30s, their message pictures of the 30s. But to me, this is the movie where Doris really showed her chops as a dramatic actress.
What I'm finding remarkable about this one-sheet poster is Warner Brothers didn't try to hide the very, very controversial nature of the storytelling. I got power, I'm a big guy in this town, I'm a member of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
That they had the bravery to make a film to call out social issues at the time was, as you say, indicative of like 1937 Black Legion with Bogart,
Right.
where they were dealing with the threat of fascism. And unfortunately, this is a very timely movie now,
absolutely.
almost 75 years later.
The thing I like most about it is the casting of Ginger Rogers and Doris Day as sisters, because they are, to me, they're like the most believable sisters I've ever seen on screen together who aren't sisters.
To be with her idol, Ginger Rogers, in the same movie, to be able to show her acting chops. And this movie doesn't shy away from anything. It rips the gauze of a Hollywood happy movie and tells very frightening stories. I'm very proud of the studio's heritage, and when we look at films like this is what you want to show as the other side of Tea for Two.
I don't care what he's done. I'm not gonna leave him.
These costumes are things Doris wore in Young Man with a Horn, another Michael Curtiz film.
It's not a musical. This is a very dramatic film, but the music in it shows off Doris as a wonderful singer and actress. It isn't that far from the truth for Doris,
Right.
because she plays a band singer, and as a matter of fact, she had been a singer with several bands, notably Les Brown.
Right.
But she had also been involved with two big band musicians, married them, it was not good. And she knew the pain of that. So I think her character of Jo Jordan was not that far away from her real life persona as Doris Day.
The fact that this was so true to her life, she gives such a genuine performance in this film, and her numbers are just fantastic.
My favorite shot in the movie is when she's singing and they kind of move the camera in and then they dissolve and pull back, and suddenly it's gone from rehearsal to performance.
I'm happy as a king.
Scorsese did an homage to that in New York, with Liza Minnelli. It's that famous a transitional shot. She sings magnificent songs, and thankfully, because the Warner catalog of music was so rich, you're hearing the best of the Great American Songbook in this movie, and also getting phenomenal performances, especially from Doris Day. We're so fortunate to have this history living here. We're just looking at little pieces of Doris's Warner Brothers career through the costumes, and it's quite fascinating.